Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening, everything. Bitcoin, Ethereum, stock market, everything is going up except Bitcoin and stock market. That has been, FUD with Binance and Coinbase. Technically not FUD, it is happening. And then, BlackRock comes in and says, we're buying all of the Bitcoins, guys. We're buying all of the Bitcoins. So stuff is, recovering a little bit. We're gonna see how that actually is playing out. How long more of this downtrend is gonna go? Now, it is Sunday today, but we haven't been doing any kind of Bitcoin daily for a week. So I've been on a vacation. Technically the vacation is coming back home, because vacation is just a whole lot of pain when you got 3 kids. So, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Now that we are back, it's Sunday, so we gotta see what's gonna happen next week and week after that. Guys, 2 more weeks of pain before the moon start working. How's everybody doing? He's back. Mlane, what's up? Good morning, S. What's up? Christo, welcome back. You've been missed. I missed you too, man. Ebba Mark, morning. On the dollar. We don't know, Gort. Gort, we shall know. We shall know. That's why we're here. We shall know. We gotta know. We don't know yet, but we shall know. Anthony, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thomas, good morning to all. Not to the sec. Okay, guys. Long time since we've been looking at the charts. If you haven't noticed, I've been posting, short videos both on YouTube and on Twitter. Technical analysis, how to do technical analysis. There's a link down in the description if you want to check it out. I'm posting 1 short every day. I mean, it's scheduled, so I think I made all of the shorts, a couple of weeks ago, and right now they're just being uploaded. But there is 1 short every single day that you can check out if you want to learn TA. That said, what is actually happening in Bitcoin, guys? What is actually happening in Bitcoin? Let's go to the daily chart up here, and this is our favorite chart still. We are still in the downtrend over here. We are still in downtrend. You can see it down here nicely on the dollar. Technically not on dollar. We actually missed the line over here, and we broke through the line on the downside, but we bounced very, very nicely. Right now we are coming to this midline again, but we bounced off of the bottom of the channel, which is actually a very good thing. The second bigger channel up here towards upside up here also came very close to the bottom of that channel. So we can technically say it kind of got hit. So maybe we had some kind of bottom. Can we go down here again? Definitely can. There's also 200 moving average coming up here very nicely. So we are coming very close to these levels. I'm gonna do something like this up here before we actually hit the 200 moving average and then explode towards the upside. I don't know. We're gonna see that how this actually plays out. This move over here on the short times up here, it is kind of losing a little bit pace, and it's kind of curving up here towards the downside. Up here you see 200 moving average just up here. It just kind of hitting 200 moving average. It is, I think it might try to break, but I'm a little bit unsure what it's gonna do that. If it does that, we might see more movement towards the upside over here. I don't think this trend up here is still broken or anything like that. Nah, the trend is still intact, but it is kind of losing a little bit pace over here. So unless it's right now bounces in the next hour or two, next 5 hours, unless it's bounced in the next 5 hours, I think we might get some kind of rejection over here and move towards the downside. These are small time frames, so we are not really interested in these small time frames, because on the small time frames, it can do a lot of stuff. We are not really interested in that. What we are interested in is big picture on Bitcoin. And, I gotta tell you guys, I'm still not fearful or anything like that. I'm still, bullish like I was before I went to vacation. Entire week I was bullish. I've been, looking at the, moves towards upside and downside. That I was over here. I was also thinking like, there is no way this can actually fall down. I mean, there was a way it could fall down. It went down a little bit, and right now it's coming up here towards the upside up here. It's very nice. I don't know if it's up above the resistance over here. It doesn't look like it's above the resistance, so this can definitely drop down here as well. We are hoping this might actually go towards the upside, but it can drop down a little bit towards the downside. But I'm still bullish, but I do know how these things play out on Bitcoin. We got 2 more weeks under the supermoon, cycle of the supermoons. The 4 supermoons kick in. They're kicking in on the 3rd of July. And we got right now, it's 18th of June. So we got around, give or take, 2 more weeks. So in the next 2 more weeks, can we dump more down? Definitely can. So until the moons kick in, we can still dump down, guys. We can still dump down, guys. But the fact that we are just, you know, slowly, you know, pushing down over here, holding the support, you know, holding support, holding support, holding support, holding support, holding support. The fact that we are holding this channel up here is giving, you know, increasing my bullishness, you know, right now. And, you know, waiting for the super moons also gives me, you know, a decent confidence. You'll see up here on the, let's go to the 3-day time frame up here, because we can start looking at that and remove everything else. What you're gonna see here on the 3-day time frame, we got a bullish engulfing candle up here, back above the 50 moving average, and right now above the 10 moving average as well, also above these highs up here as well. So it on 3-day time frame, and 3-day time frame did close just yesterday, so this looks you know, okay-ish. The fact that we managed to bounce that hard. On 2-day time frame, we'll also see there we managed to get above the 10 moving average. I think we also got above up here, this created this double, some kind of double bottom down here, and right now did a nice 2-day move above the 10 moving average, which is very good. And on the daily time frame, we also managed to do that, get above the 10 moving average, get above the 20. So right now we are sitting above the 20 moving average up here. Now these moving averages are important, and these are a daily, 2-day, 3-day time frame, so it does kind of give you some kind of sense of a little bit bullishness up here. And the fact that this is, you know, just kind of hugging up here the 200 moving average on the 4-hourly, there is definitely a chance to bounce up here towards upside, but I really don't know how the small time frames is going to play out. Are we going to see first a move towards downside, then towards upside? You know, we're not gonna analyze too much on the small time frames, but it does look good. On the weekly time frame up here, it looks like we are trying to close above the 200 moving average. It's right up here, 200 moving average. We are not closed yet. We still got 16 hours until the weekly close. It is Sunday today, so there will be definitely 100% movement towards the day weekly close, which is gonna be very, very important, because if you manage to get a close above the 20 moving average and 200 moving average back up here again, that's gonna be very good, good for us, right? If you look at the CME futures chart, in fact did not you know, it kind of failed to get back above the 200 moving average. So CME futures chart over here kind of failed to get above the 200 moving average. It doesn't give us any kind of, you know, significant you know, confidence that this is gonna play out. But you know, we're still looking at this move up here because we had this big dump down to 24/7. Right now we are covering above the 200 moving average. 200 being the most important moving average up here, because this is the weekly time frame. You can see up here, you know, we tried to get up above the 2 weekly, failed, tried to get up, failed, and then we came up here. Right now we're holding, we went down below 200 moving average, so I think we need to get back up here again. Now, even if we go up here, I still believe that, you know, for the next 2 weeks we could continue having the dumps, guys. We could still continue having the dumps for the next 2 weeks. So until the moons kick in, I am a little bit you know, cautious, but I'm very much bullish. I know that, you know, we are not gonna have you know, any kind of dump down to, you know, 15k or something like that. Pullback, sure. Altcoins bleeding, sure. I get that, but it does look like it might you know, hold this. Let me just go a little bit back up here and get my channels back. We need my channels back. There we go. Yeah, it looks like, you know, this channel might hold. So as long as we are inside this channel up here, and even holding the support line up here, you know, whatever happens up here, it really doesn't matter. Pull down, pull up, you know, doesn't matter. Over here, like, you're still in some kind of channel. Over here it could be a little bit bad because you're outside this bigger channel, but you know, we're gonna see how this plays out. I'm not bearish. Ethereum has a nice moves, guys. Look at this. Ethereum came down to this 200 moving average, came down to this, you know, very nice support level. It bounced off of that very, very nicely. Over here, held the midline up here, went down to the bottom up here. I mean, it looks like it is right now some kind of bottom down here in this channel over here towards the upside. Are we gonna break this towards upside? I don't know why. I don't know what is gonna, you know, happen. What needs to happen right now to dump us more towards upside? We had, you know, Binance FUD. Binance is closing in, you know, in Netherlands. They are getting some stuff in, doing some stuff in France and stuff like that. But I don't know what kind of FUD they're gonna do if they want to drop the price even lower towards downside. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, it gotta be. There was, I think I was hearing something about some kind of Tether FUD. So I'm a little bit unsure what's happening there, but you know, I've been checking Tether, and you know, USD, it's not a problem. You can see up here, it was going down a little bit up here, and you know, people, oh, it's going down, and you know, it's just recovering. So you know, it does these moves. So I'm unsure what's happening with that. I'm unsure what's happening. But Ethereum is holding very nicely. Bitcoin is holding very nicely. The move down, this over here doesn't look like any kind of, topping out pattern to me. Yes, we did, a couple of moves towards upside. It was hard to go up. So right now we are going down now over here, trying to consolidate. We are consolidating in downtrend over here. This channel has, by definition, has more probability towards upside. The fact that we are slowly moving down to, to bottom over here, it just tells me that this is gonna do this move towards upside. Because if we drop down here, that gotta be some kind of, insane FUD or something like that. That gotta be. Why does it need to be insane FUD if you want to drop down here? Well, number one, we are getting supermoons, 4 supermoons in a row in July. So if you want to dump it down, you gotta go against the supermoons, and you gotta break the channel towards downside, break a whole bunch of very, very important levels of support if you want to push it down. I mean, how is that gonna happen? How is that gonna happen? It just cannot happen. We had all of the FUD that we could have, and I just don't see any kind of other FUD that actually can come in and push us more towards downside. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So my channels are working. They're doing nicely. The moving averages, we're climbing above the moving average a little bit. But for the next 2 weeks, I will still be cautious when it comes to what's gonna happen. Can we have another dump towards downside? Definitely can. I've seen some coins, playing out nicely up here. You'll see there have been coins that are doing right now a nice recovery up here, might actually continue towards upside. We're gonna see that over here. I think there is another divergence down here at the bottom over here. Let me check it out. No, there is no divergence on the bottom down here, but I believe that there are some coins that do actually have this bullish divergence on the bottom down here. I think I saw it somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where. Some coins somewhere might have some kind of divergence on the bottom. Let me see. Yeah, over here, for example. So this is a daily time frame up here, and you'll see the bullish divergence down from the bottoms down here. So I think, for example, Matic might actually perform very nicely. And I've seen other coins as well. You have this big move towards downside right now, having this bullish divergence on the daily time frame. If it once goes up here, I think it is gonna explode. For example, Matic towards the upside. And again, not bearish, not bearish. The DXY is surprising me a little bit, because I was actually expecting this move higher all the way up here. It didn't do that. It went down, so it does show some weakness in the price. It does show weakness in the price. We can draw some kind of some kind of trend line over here. Some kind of trend line, because this is our first pivot point up here after this big move towards downside. And you can see up here we broke that, we went up. Maybe it's going for a retest up here again, some kind of triple bottom down here, and then again towards upside. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it does look weak. It does look weak a little bit. Let's see monthly time frame up here. Yeah, so it went up here, 10 moving average, rejected, went up here again to 10 moving, again getting rejected. So this might actually continue more towards downside, which is actually gonna be very, very good. So if this does continue more towards downside, for the next couple of months up here is September, October, November up here, or something down here, right? That might actually be very good. It is playing very nicely against with the moons, because moons are starting right now in 2 weeks, and it's gonna last until 14th of October. Again, October the 14th is dump date on Bitcoin. Altcoins might start dumping before October the 14th, so there is that. But this monthly chart does look in fact very, very bad though. The monthly chart does in fact look very bad, because you can see up here this 10 moving average up here. You can see up here, came down to 20, tried to get above the 10, failed that. Went up here, held the 20, tried to get above the 10, failed that. And if you close up here on the monthly time frame, I think this is just going to continue towards downside. So on the big time frames up here, this does look, like it might actually continue towards downside. S&P 500 exploding towards upside. I'm a little bit unsure where the major because we are breaking all of the resistance towards upside. Every couple of resistance levels up here, and we are breaking everything towards upside. We got, of course, the previous stop up here that's gonna act as a 4778, and this stop up here as well. We can be very close to these stops up here. So you know, everything below that, yeah, is pretty much broken. So right now we're going to these two resistance level. Are we gonna come up here something like this or something like this and then get rejected, or are we gonna go higher and then get a reject towards the downside? I'm a little bit unsure. Maybe it's gonna try to create this, you know, double, you know, a higher high up here on the bigger time frames up here. Let's see up here. Let's squeeze these, you know, 3 months up here. Yeah, maybe it's gonna try to do, you know, a higher high up here, something like high, something like this up here, right? Where you have the vertical up here and then go towards downside and then have a big drop. Who knows what's gonna happen up here? It does look like it's curving towards the upside again. It did go down to the 20 moving average on 3 monthly time frame, so. But it looks good, guys. It looks good. There was also a Fed meeting. You know, they decided to not increase the, you know, rates and stuff like that. So, you know, people are generally bullish. Unfortunately, I'm getting a little bit bearish when it comes to that. So when the mainstream people start to get a little bit bullish, sees, you know, price going towards upside up here, you know, optimism coming is back in the market. Optimism is not good for the market, because when optimism comes back in the market, that means that, you know, soon people are gonna start selling, because those who were buying, they were buying down here when there was fear, when there was FUD, when there was, you know, everything, you know, recession, you know, people, you know, it's gonna go down to zero, right? Down here, you know, this was October, November, December, right? This is the, when everybody was thinking it's gonna go down to zero, right? So you know, they're just gonna increase the, you know, interest rates to, you know, 10,000 or something like that, right? So over here people are buying, you know, smart money or buying, and right now they're pushing it towards outside of this accumulation phase up here towards upside, all right? And there will be again people believing that economy will recover, everything will be fine, and when it comes up here, and then you know, when optimism gets high, it will dump down again. It will dump down again. So that's the plan. I think that's the plan, because, you know, the regular people cannot win. The regular people cannot win. The Nasdaq also, you know, exploding towards the upside. Dow Jones looks like it's breaking out of this channel towards the upside up here. Just calculating the profits. Over here, it looks like it's breaking up here towards upside up here. So Dow Jones looks good. Nasdaq looks, you know, very parabolically good. ESP 500 looks good. Are we gonna have a pullback up here right now, you know, and everything up here right now before we actually, you know, do another move towards the upside? Is this some kind of top? A little bit hard to say. The DXY did pull down up here a little bit towards the downside, so I'm a little bit unsure how to you know, analyze. But, you know, we are still in the channel, guys. We are still in the channel. No problem, life is good. No problem, life is good. Right now 0.46. Looks like it wants to climb higher, so we're gonna see that. I think 22 then off to the races. Well, the 22 is the, you know, very major level of support. You can see up here 22.4. That's because of the 50 movement. There's still two yellow lines up here, very important horizontal levels, right? So this is the 24 point something, right? So this is 24.2, that's the 24.2, very important level of support. And the other very important level of support is 22.4, right? 24.2 and 22.4, right? These two levels are very, very important levels of support, because this over here is previous tops, which I think we should hold. We came very close to that, you know, people still think that we need to get all the way down to, but, you know, that one less dump never happens, right? Remember that one less dump, it never happens oftentimes, right? The 22.4 is probably the, you know, one of the last levels of support. So if you for some reason go below that, you know, that cannot be a good sign. That cannot be a good sign, but it could be a good sign if you can manage just to recover right after that, right? But these two levels are very, very important levels on the support. Tila, grow beard and we will get the Bitcoin down. You can see it's coming a little bit back already. I haven't shaved for like a week since, you know, vacation started. So it's coming back already, guys. It's coming back already. We are extremely bullish for one more leg to upside after our phone was in epic dump. Yes, I mean, we are waiting for that, you know, 40k, whatever, 46k, like Mladen would say. We are waiting for the 46k. We are waiting. You know, my thesis, you know, is still, you know, going something like this. I still believe this is the case, that, you know, how we will play out, what's gonna happen up here, right? So over here we are going to this consolidation up here until the, you know, full moons. Once the full moons, you know, super moon cycle starts over here, between July and October, I think we were gonna go one more leg up, Around 14 October, that's a new moon and solar eclipse right after a supermoon cycle, so that's gonna be a dump day. Remember the date, guys. I told you about, you know, April the 20th. We had the top up here, April the 20th, right over here, right? Told you about that date. The next big date, the dump date, is 14 October, so remember the date. But before that, we got a supermoon cycle. But after that, up here, right after that, I think we're gonna go all the way down here until the next supermoon cycle. I think the next is starting again October. So I think we're gonna have 1 year of bad moves towards downside after this this next move. So I think this is just consolidation before the next explosive move towards upside, and then 1 year of, you know, consolidation and move down. And there will be a lot of bearishness over here. And just before the supermoon cycle up here, there will be, you know, big moves down. There will be springs and FUD, maybe even tether FUD that pushes us down, you know, down to, you know, 6K, and then we do stuff like this over here towards the upside. Sometimes 2025, that's the still plan for the bull market top. So we're gonna see if we get to that. Good morning, XRP Legend. What's up? Happy Father's Day. Is it Father's Day in, you know, I don't know. Earnings will dump the market soon. That's what we need to keep an eye on. Good morning, Dr. Carla. Hope you and the family enjoyed the Legoland. It was nice. Kids are happy, so, you know, I'm happy. But in this time, we didn't take the hotel. We took the house, and I told my wife, I'm never going to vacation in a house again. Because when you get a house, you need to, you know, make your own food. You need to, you know, make the breakfast. You need to, you know, clean the house. You go somewhere to relax, and then you have to do all of this stuff. And the beds are, you know, you need to make the bed, and there is a whole bunch of stuff you need to do. The hotel is so much better, guys. Get in the hotel, all inclusive. Get somebody to come clean your room. Get somebody to make your breakfast. That's the vacation. That's relaxing. That's like stress going out of your body. Getting a house and then doing all of the stuff that you are doing at home, it's not relaxing, guys. Especially if you got 3 kids. So, you know, if you go on a vacation, be sure to get a hotel with a breakfast included, at least, you know, then you can relax. So I told my wife, I'm never going to a vacation again where I have to, you know, make my own bed and clean the house and make my own food. I just want to get into a hotel, give me a room, nice cozy room that's always made up, you know. I can go down, you know, to the bar and to the restaurant and eat whatever I want to eat. Like that's vacation for me. So there's that. Got to be better than Disneyland. I don't know, but this is probably the last time we're gonna go to the Legoland, because we've been there last year, this year, so, you know, it's too much Legoland. So next year maybe Disneyland, something like that. You can play in the office with that goatee. Hope you're well, my guy, Tilly. Goatee. Yeah, goatee is gonna come, you know, after a while. Go Disneyland, you might come back wearing a shirt. I got 2 daughters, so there will be Disneyland, you better believe it, at one point. Anyways, guys, again, you know, like last week, it didn't happen, nothing happened on, you know, special on chart. We had this, you know, double bottom up here. It's right now playing out in our favor towards upside. I'm a little bit unsure how this next move is gonna play out, up or down or up or whatever is gonna happen. But we gotta wait 2 more weeks until supermoons. We gotta wait, and we are still channeling towards downside. So yes, we are in the downtrend. We are channeling towards downside. We're coming to these very major levels of support. You know, hopefully that, you know, can give us some kind of bounce, and we eventually, you know, will, you know, do nice moves. And like I said, there is definitely, you know, some kind of, you know, there are definitely coins. There are definitely coins that got these bullish divergences up here right now that are being created. Over here, there's a bearish divergence up here at the top, so it is consolidating up here in exhaustion pattern. So I definitely, if you think nothing is gonna go up, I mean, the altcoins are so far down, guys. Altcoins are so far down, and if you look at the dominance is still, you know, going towards upside. I was actually hoping this might actually pull back, but it just, you know, ripping through towards the upside up here still. And I still believe that this can go to the 200 moving average. Now, I do not want to make the same mistake that I did on the DXY, because it doesn't have to go to 200 moving average, but it would be nice if it got up to 200 moving average, because previously up here there was some kind of line. I don't remember where was the previous bull market up here. Started going up here. I think it went up here and then we got the alt season or something like that, right? If I remember correctly, right? So this 200 moving average might actually be very, very important level. That's around 54% up here on the dominance, right? And after that we get this, you know, altcoin season. But while the Bitcoin is moving towards upside, right? If Bitcoin has in the next couple of months move towards upside up here, altcoins might also go towards upside. But as soon as Bitcoin tops out, altcoins might explode, right? And we got this, you know, altcoin season over here very, very soon. So I'm looking for altcoin season, guys. I'm looking for Bitcoin to explode towards upside to get out of this channel. I'm looking for Bitcoin to get out of this channel towards upside up here. I'm looking also for altcoins to start going towards upside. I'm looking for Bitcoin to go to some kind of new highs. And after that, I'm looking for Bitcoin to consolidate. And during this consolidation, I'm expecting altcoins to explode towards upside, right? So I am expecting altcoin season very, very soon. When I say very, very soon, it can take a couple of months, you know, but there will be altcoin season eventually, right? As soon as Bitcoin tops out. The fact that we haven't had the, you know, altcoin season just yet, it's telling me that this move is not over just quite yet. So we're gonna see that. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna do another Bitcoin daily tomorrow morning. Hopefully there is something more of interest happening. But chart looks good, guys. Chart looks good. No problem. The super moons are coming. BlackRock is buying you know, Bitcoin ETF, and right now they're trying to use that as a FUD, saying that, you know, BlackRock is gonna, you know, fork Bitcoin and make a new proof of stake, you know, chain that's gonna be, you know, better for the environment, and because they got so much Bitcoin and stuff like that. Guys, listen to me. Let's say somebody decides to, you know, fork Bitcoin, you know, make proof of stake. Let's say somebody decides to do, you know, another chain, and 90% of, you know, miners go and, you know, start mining this new chain. Me and you can mine the 10% chain. It's not Bitcoin chain, but it's still the original chain. And when you know, this new chain proof of stake consensus stuff starts to fail because admin keys and all of that kind of crap, you know, they're gonna come back to the 10% chain again. The Bitcoin is the chain, you know, the proof of work chain. Anyways, guys, I've been talking too much. I'm gonna go. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. It's Sunday. It's very sunny. Yeah, it's not actually sunny right now. It's really hot in Norway. It's like 30 degrees plus, and night is 20. So they're saying we got this tropical weather right now in Norway, so, you know, gotta use that while it's here, because it's, you know, in a couple of weeks it's gonna be gone. It's never coming back. It's never coming back. Anyways, guys, that's it. Bye bye. See you around. Outro. Where's the outro?